stage 7 of the Argentina-Chile Dakar. We move from Iquique back down south to Antofagasta. It's the longest stage of the entire event. Very difficult sand dunes to start off. And then a neutralization zone in the middle before the finish, again on the shores of the Pacific. David Castera, the sporting director of the Dakar, told the competitors late last night that the start of today's stage would be very difficult indeed. Not only a climb up into the mountains, but once up in there, the dunes would be very soft indeed. Only about 45 kilometers of those very soft dunes, but difficult nonetheless. If people aren't getting tired by now, they will be after today's stage. At 600 kilometers, over 400 miles, it's the longest stage of the entire event. So long, in fact, they have given people to 6 p.m. on the rest day, which is tomorrow, the facility to be able to actually return to the bivouac. They've really got 2 days to complete this stage. It is a whopper. Early on, Marc Coma battling to try and regain some time after the bad luck that befell the reigning champion at the start of this rally. Cyril Despres out there with the number 2. Despres, who is continuing to lead overall as he started the day. And Despres in touch with Coma on the stage in the first part of it. But for everybody else in the stage, it was a different story. They were getting lost. Here is Francisco Lopez. Lopez, who was victorious yesterday, and he knows his way around the stages in this part of the world, completely lost. That gave a chance for Portugal's Helder Rodrigues to try and catch up. Now, Palander's Olivalseta, he had a cracking start to the stage, leading at the first 3 checkpoints. Finally, the Norwegian looking to click it into top gear and be on form on this year's Dakar. He hasn't had a great start. He didn't complain about machinery problems early on when everybody else, including Marc Coma, was having problems with the air-restricted 690 KTMs. But in the end, he lost that advantage on today's stage, and with Lopez signalling and asking the helicopter crew which way was next. Now, in the end, Lopez lost a massive amount of time, some 48 minutes, but for the privateers and amateurs, it was going to be a very difficult day indeed. They just had to follow the tracks of the pros that went ahead, but that is easier said than done on a 600-kilometer stage down to Antofagasta. Now, there's some salt flats in the first part of today's stage, which gave some spectacular views, but then we had some really spectacular action. Now, this is Marc Coma catching Rodrigues on the stage. Rodrigues, who eventually lost 36 minutes, but Coma has made massive progress. He was second on the stage today only by half a minute, but amazingly he has leapt up to second in the overall standings. An hour and 6 minutes back of this man here, Cyril Despres, who has won today's stage, and it's Despres who's going to lead at the halfway point of this year's Argentina-Chile Dakar. Stage 7, a victorious one for Cyril Despres by just those 29 seconds ahead of Marc Coma. Frétigné in third, Faria and Olivalseta. Overall, Despres leads by an hour and 6 minutes from Coma. Rodrigues, an hour and 20 back from Olivalseta and Duclos. 600 kilometers, 7.5 hours. I'm very tired because at about 150 clicks in this morning, I hit a dip and I broke the hydraulic system on my shock absorber. So since then, I've just been on a spring. I've taken quite a few whacks to my backside, my neck, my wrists, all over my entire body. So since this morning, it's been pretty exhausting. It's been a long stage. We have to be very careful with the tyres at that kind of top speed. The first part was navigating through the dunes,